Hello everyone, and today we will be making a crochet shrug out of super bulky yarn, type 6 yarn. So, in making this project, I thought maybe it's a good idea to make a tutorial on how to do it, besides than having to do a pattern where people can just follow. And that's what I did. So, this project is really easy to make. Nothing major with this project except a few special tweaks that I'll show you on the sides of this project right here. And the yarn that we will be using today is Caron Anniversary Cake yarn. It's a really big ball of yarn. I just can't sew it due to how big it is. Maybe I'll put a photo of it up in the editing mode. But yeah, I'll also be using I'll be using a 10mm crochet hook that will be used for this project. Anyways, let's get started with the video. So first, we're going to chain 33. So once you have 33 chains, you have to single crochet into the second stitch from your hook. So this is the first stitch, this is the second stitch. So into the second stitch. And single crochet until the end of the row. I'll meet you back once I'm done. Okay, once you have 33 single crochets and you have finished at the end of the row, we're going to chain 1, turn our work, and we're going to just single crochet until we have 14 rows in total. So I'll just show you this first row real quick. Oh, my yarn got tangled. Be right back. Okay. Once this second row has finished, we're going to do another SC row, and we're going to repeat this until we have 14 rows in total. So I'll meet you back once we have 14 rows in total. Okay, once you have 14 rows of single crochet, what we're going to do now is first chain 1, turn our work, and then do 12 single crochets. Now once you have your 12 single crochets. We're going to chain 1, turn our work, and then single crochet. So this counts as your 15th row. We're going to be single crocheting until 20 rows in total. I'll meet you back once you have 20 rows in total of this side of single crochet. Okay, once you have 20 rows in total of this side, we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to fasten off. Now repeat this process for the other side of the project. So this is the other side, this is the completed side. Now we're going to work for this side. So insert your hook into this stitch. Get your yarn, pull through. Oh wait, wrong side, sorry. Okay, pull through yarn, chain 1, turn our work, and then do 12 single crochets. So once you have 12 stitches of single crochet, we're going to chain 1, turn our work, and repeat the process with the other side of the project until we have 20 rows in total for this side. I'll meet you back once I'm done. Now once you have completed both sides of the project, we're going to chain 1 and fasten off and cut. So once we have our front panel done, we're going to start doing our second panel, which is the back panel. And the back panel is literally just the same thing happening with the front panel, but without this portions that I made here. So chain 33. So we're going to chain 33, and then we're going to SC into the second stitch of our hook, second chain of our hook, sorry. And we're going to SC along the entire row. And we're going to repeat this row of SC until we have 20 rows in total for the back panel. I'll meet you there once you finished it. Okay, welcome back. I have completed my back panel and I have my front panel here with me. So today we're going to, for this portion, we are going to chain 1, for our back panel. And now we're going to start connecting it to our front panel. So what we're going to do is put the two together like this. Turn the work so that it's facing, so the front panel is facing us. You want to make sure that it's all aligned properly. Now we're going to slip stitch connect this portion here. So we're going to slip stitch into the front panel, then slip stitch into the back panel together. And just keep doing this until we reach the end. Okay, once you have finished the end of the row, we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to fasten off and then cut our yarn. Now we're going to repeat the process in the other side of the project. So we're on to the other side of this panel. The other panel is already done. We're going to put our hook in between both loops of the hook. Both loops of the project, sorry. And then insert our yarn, chain 1, turn our work. And just start slip stitching on both loops. Okay, once you have finished the end, we're going to chain 1 and fasten off and then cut our yarn. So now you have this piece connected. Do not fold it inside out. We're going to start slip stitching into these portions of the project. So this portion and then this portion, basically the downward corners. Why we do this? Well, it's because it's to add depth into the project by adding like this little bump in the hem of the project. So we insert our yarn through the first stitch and then to the next stitch. Insert our yarn, chain 1, and then slip stitch into both loops. Oh, wait. Okay, and then slip stitch in the side here and into the next side. Like this, and then chain 1, fasten off, and cut your yarn. Now once that is over, we're going to finish the other side also by doing the same thing again with the other side. So chain 1, turn our work, slip stitch, and slip stitch again. Now we need to make sure that both of our sides of these sides right here are completely the same. So just connect them together like this and see if it is the same. So we're speaking about this side here. So luckily and thankfully, skillfully actually, we have the same measurements for this part here that we slip stitched into. Now we're going to cut our yarn. And this should be finished, and this should be finishing the front panel and back panel all together. Okay, on to making the sleeves. So first, on the sleeves here, we're going to insert our hook, grab our yarn, and then we will be sorry, my mind's going somewhere. We will be working 35 single crochets around the sleeve hole, no chaining. And then we're going to add SC around. I'm going to show you how to do this. So our first SC into this stitch, the second stitch, until we have 35 single crochets. Okay, we have reached the end of the row, and now we're going to be doing an HDC. Also, if you have not gotten 35 single crochets around the sleeve part, that's alright, as long as you complete the single crochets around the sleeves. That should be fine, because I got 38 single crochets. So as long as you got the entire round of it, that should be completely fine. Now we're going to HDC, known as half double crochet, around this next round until we finish this round. We're going to keep doing it until 24 rows in total. So I'll meet you back once we have 25 rows in total. Sorry, 24 rows in total. Hello, welcome back to the tutorial. What I meant by 24 rows, I meant any row that is comfortable with you to match the wrist of your hand with the project, like what I'm doing right now. It matches perfectly on my hand. So I'll be stopping here, but it depends on you if you want to go a bit more further for the project. Okay, so once you have finished your sleeve rows, we're going to half double crochet decrease the entire round. And this part is for the cuff. Also, if you've made it this far into this video, congratulations. But I'm also going to put down the link for this pattern that I made online. It's in the Ravelry store. Yeah. So once you have reached your HDC decrease, we're going to double crochet into the following in the next round, because this is where we start doing our front post and back post double crochet. Hold on, let me just put my yarn first. So once you have finished the round of double crochet, we're going to front post double crochet into the next stitch, and then we're going to back post double crochet into the next stitch, and we just keep alternating until we have at least 3 rows or 2 rows worth of double crochet, back post and front post. I'll meet you back when I finish this back post and front post crochet. Okay, so once you have finished your front post and back post cuff, we're going to chain 1, like so, and then we're going to fasten off, and then we're going to cut. And it should look like this. and all you have to do is weave in your ends afterwards. Now for the other side of the pattern, you can just follow the repeat tutorial of what I did for the other sleeve, and I'll show you what to do for the neckline and for the hem of the sweater. So here we are at the neckline of the crop top sweater. We're going to insert our hook inside inside this stitch. I was about to say any kind, but the stitch really matters. Insert your hook and then your yarn. Chain 1 and then single crochet into the same stitch. Until you go and then you're gonna SC single crochet until the entire row. And then slip stitch into your first stitch. Chain 1 and then fasten off and then cut your work. Oh, must have left the string attached. And that should fix your neckline into a less obvious circle or square. Now we're going to slip stitch the hem of this sweater so that when you wear it, it won't be bumpy around your upper body. So put your hook inside the beginning of one of these 3 slip stitches that you've done. Insert your hook, chain 1, and then slip stitch. Make sure for your slip stitch it has to be tight in order to make the hem of the sweater less bumpy. So just keep on slip stitching. If it's hard to enter these stitches, you can go down a crochet hook size to enter them. You can also you could have also used a crochet hook size of 10mm crochet hook, so that you can make the cuffs a little bit more tighter if you wish. Okay, now we have reached the end of slip stitch in our first stitch that we did. And then we're going to chain 1, fasten off, and then chain our work. Now, I think that's about it for this project. Once you have completed the other sleeve, just follow the tutorial that I made beforehand in the sleeve portion, and it should be done. Make sure you like and subscribe, and hit the bell for the following notifications and everything. And hopefully I see you next time. Bye bye.